Hi, and welcome to Home Assistant How-To with BeardedTinker. Today, we're going to track what our add-ons in Home Assistant are doing. We'll start in a couple of seconds. But as always, before we go any further, I really would like to thank all the members who have joined my YouTube channel. Thank you for all of your support. And also thanks to everybody who watched, liked or subscribed to my channel. Thanks! If you too want to support the channel, you can do that by clicking the join button down below the video. Thank you! And now, let's get started with today's video. Have you ever wondered what your add-ons are doing? Because in Home Assistant we want our add-ons working. And by the looks of it, I do have one that is offline. What is the simplest way to track the status of the add-on? Is it working or not? And if it's not working, to receive the notification. Home Assistant already has built-in functionality. Well, actually, this is a part of the supervisor functionality. So if you go to Configuration, Integrations, click on the supervisor, you will see all the services that are currently monitored. And as such, you can get the status of each of those add-ons and of course the Home Assistant operating system into Home Assistant. Our goal for today is to track the status if the add-on is working or not. So we will enable at least one sensor for each of the add-ons. Let's take for example ESP Home. We have 6 disabled entities, and one of the entities, the first one, is the binary sensor. Is the ESP Home running or not? We'll click it, enable, update. And after 30 seconds, we should be able to use this sensor in Home Assistant. Let me quickly do that for all of the add-ons I have in my recording setup. Before we go any further, let's look at this device called Home Assistant Operating System. This one, at least for me, is a bit strange because it tells you or gives you information if the Home Assistant operating system, which means something that everything else runs on, is running or not. Well, how do we actually get the status of if operating system is not running? Well, doesn't matter, I will enable it. I have enabled all the entities that are related to Home Assistant add-ons. Now let's see what we can do with them. As I want to keep this video short, we will not be doing any kind of a complex or template automation for this. We will do a simple automation inside the user interface. One that I would do in my home setup is the catch it all automation that would catch any add-on working or not working and then send me the entity name that's not working. But in this video I want to keep everything shorter and simpler, so let's do one quick automation. Let's go to Configuration, Automations, click on the plus sign, start with empty automation. Let me create automation. It will be called failed HA Add-on. Trigger for this will be state of the device, ZigBee to MQTT, running, started running, running is no longer running. I will select here 1 second for the testing purposes because we do not want to wait too much. And in the actions, I will create a simple action. Call service, persistent notification, send a persistent notification with the message ZigBee to MQTT add-on has stopped. And press save. So this is the simplest way, but you need to create automation for each and every add-on you have in your Home Assistant. There are a couple of other ways. For example, I think that in my system, when I implement this, and yes, I still haven't implemented it, at least not in such a way, I will be using multiple triggers here, and each add-on will get its own trigger ID. Later on, I will be using this call to action, where in the message I will be using variable which was the trigger that triggered this automation. And that way I would get notification specific for the add-on that just failed. If you understand what I wanted to say. Let's go back. And now here we have failed Home Assistant add-on automation. First, let's check what is the current state of the sensor. In Developer Tools, let's type Zigbee. And we have here state on. There is no notification present. If we will go to Supervisor, Zigbee to MQTT and select Stop, the add-on will fail or stop. Let's check the state of the sensor. It's still in the on state, because this unfortunately does take a little bit longer for the system to register that the add-on has failed or stopped. And we receive notification. If we look at the notification, we can see that Zigbee to MQTT add-on has stopped 21 seconds ago. And that's the simplest way to track if your add-ons are working or not. And also it can really speed up debugging of your configuration, because now you will know and receive notification if any of add-ons fails and you are wondering why your lights or data is not available in the system. And this is it for this very short Home Assistant how-to with BeardedTinker. I really do hope that you will find this video useful and that it will help you in the future maintenance and supervision of your own Home Assistant. By the way, Matt, get well soon. If you have any kind of a comment or a question or a suggestion for future video, you can always find me on the Discord server. But also feel free to leave comment down in a comment section below. If you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell button so you get notified on the future video releases. But also don't miss the streams. If you did like this video and did find it useful, please give me a thumbs up, because it not just means a lot to me, but it also helps with the YouTube algorithms. And I'll be seeing you next time. Until then, bye bye and have fun.